in
มึงจะหนี
lesson
ไปไหน
4,
ถือลูกศรมาแล้วยิงแม่ง
arranging
มาดิ
decimal
มึงหยุด
with
รถเดี๋ยวนี้นะ
one decimal
อ้อยตำรวจ
digit.
เหยียบกูซ้ำตายเฮ้ยขี่รถไปซื้อน้ำปลาให้แม่
So
ดีก
in
ว่าวะ
this
เนี่ย
lesson, I'll teach you how to arrange number using ascending and descending order. What is ascending and what is descending? How are they different to each other? But before that, I'll give you first example so that you understand what is ascending and what is descending. Okay, please look on your screen. As you can see on your screen, there are 3 circles, right? So you just count how many circles that has in full colors, meaning to say all parts are shaded. How many?
Okay, so
One.
children, if you're going to write this one in decimal, how are you going to write this? So you have seen in the screen, there are 3 circles, okay? The 2 circles are all the parts, the equal parts are all shaded, okay? And so this one. But then this one, how many equal parts are there in these circles? Okay, and in this circle, these circles. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 10 equal parts. Okay, so in here, if you're going to write this one in decimals, how are you going to write? Anybody? So since we have 2 circles that are all the equal parts are all shaded. Okay, so we're going to count this one 1, 2. So we're going to write 2, and then how many parts are shaded in here, children? How many parts? Anybody? Hello?
2.5.
Okay, 2.5. Let's see if your answer is correct.
2. So there are 2 circles that are in full shaded parts. And how many circles that is not in full shaded parts? There is only 1, right? How many shaded parts can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 shaded parts out of 10. How to write the count how many circles are in full colors? 1 and 2. So you can see there 2. And then how many fractional parts that you can see in the last circle? The fractional parts is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5.
Okay,
So
so
if you
Sophia, very good. You got it right. So it's 2.5. So that's how you're going to write that in decimal, children. Okay, so let's continue.
this in decimal, you can say it 2.5. So the second example is, it's the same process. You're going to count how many squares
How many
are there
squares
in
are
full
there?
colors. So 1,
Children,
2,
who shaded?
3.
3. Okay, so if you're going to write this one, how many equal parts are there in these squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there are 4 squares. Okay, the three squares are shaded. The equal parts are all shaded, while the other square, only 5 are shaded. Only 5 equal parts are shaded. Okay, so if you're going to write this one in decimal, how are you going to write it?
3.5.
3.5. Okay, let's see if you are correct.
3. There
Okay.
are 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. So you're going to write here 5. So you can read it as 3.5. Then the last one is 1, 2.
Okay, how about this one? Okay, those circles are divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 equal parts. Okay, so 2 circles are all shaded. All the equal parts are all shaded. And why the other circle? How many? How many equal parts are shaded? Anybody? If you're going to write it in decimal, how are you going to write it? Or how are you going to say it? Because you're not going to write 2.6. Let's see if you are correct.
In decimal, it's 2.6. Why this one is 6? Because there are 6 shaded parts out of 10. So there are 2 circles that is in full colors and 6 fractional parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let me read first. 2.5, 3.5, and 2.6. So now you are going to arrange this number. How are you going to arrange it? So we will do 2 examples. We will do ascending and we will do descending. So as you can see,
Okay, so children, we're going to arrange it now. Okay, so this is where our lesson we're going to come up. Okay, so we're going to have the ascending. Ascending, you're going to start from lowest to the highest or the greatest number. While in descending order, you're going to start from the greatest or the highest number going down. Okay, you already know about ascending in descending order, right, children? So if you're going to write this one in ascending order, what would be the first?
2.5.
What would be the next?
2.6.
And then the last one?
3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
okay,
So we're
you
going
can
to
see
continue.
the word ascending. Say it again. Ascending. When we
Ascending.
say ascending, look at the examples. First one is 2.5, 2.6, and 3.5. What can you see in these numbers? What can you observe about it? This one is 2, 2, and 3. Look first the whole number. 2, 2, and 3. So,
Now, what can you
in
observe,
these
children?
ascending numbers, the number is increasing, meaning to say the number is going up. You can see there, this is the lowest number, 2.5. Then the next one is 2.6 and the last one is 3.5. The number is increasing. The number is going up. So in this ascending number, you are going to compare the first number. Compare it. 2, 3, and 2. Since you can see the same number, right? So no need to compare. But if they have the same number too, you need to compare the second number. 5 and 6. So which one is bigger? Is it 6 or 5?
Of course, 6.
So the biggest number is 6. So it must be 5 and then 6. Then the next one is, since the whole number is the biggest, which is 3, then you're going to write 3 in the last number. So ascending number is small to big number. This one is the smallest and this one is the biggest. So that is ascending. And then when we say descending, look, descending. Is it the same number, 2.5, 2.5? No. Why? Because when we say descending number, the number is going down. When I say going down, the biggest number comes first, from big to small. I'll repeat, descending number is from big to small. So that is the difference between ascending and descending. I'll repeat, ascending, small to big number, descending, big to small number. Let's have this second example. Okay, as you can see, what decimal is this? It's 2.3. Second example. How many squares can you see? There are 2.
Okay. How about in this one? The second example, children. How are you going to say it in decimal? Anybody?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
Okay. Let's see.
Right? And how many square that is in full color? There's only one. So the decimal is 1.5. And the third one is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3.05. If you are going to compare this number or
Okay, so if you're going
this
to arrange
number,
this one in ascending order, how are you going to do it? What would be the first one?
1.5.
Anybody?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
1.5 would be the next.
2.3.
Okay, and then the last one.
3.5.
Okay, 3.5. Okay, so if you're going to arrange them in descending order, how are you going to do it?
Teacher, descending order.
Descending order.
3.5.
And then what would be the next?
2.5.
2.3, and then what would be the last?
1.5.
Okay, 1.5. Great job, children. Okay, now maybe we're going to have another more.
you look first at the whole numbers.
Okay,
These
we're just
are-
going to, sorry, I will just going to forward this
number
one.
is
1.5, 2.3, 3.5 in the
Have
descending
these
order.
example.
Okay, so we have this one. We're going to have
How
an example
many-
in this one, children. Okay, so this one is an activity. This one is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for the number 1, what would be? If you're going to write it in decimal, how are you going to write
ใส่
it?
ชุดสีด
Money?
ไม่ใช่บัดดี้ปิดไมค์
How are you going to write it? Or how are you going to say it? Why do we have to say? Anybody? For this one, how many? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you're not going to count for this one because it has a whole number. For number 1, if you're going to write it, what would it be?
10.8.
Huh? Number 1? It's all shaded.
2.
2. Number 2. How about number 2?
2. 2.8.
2.8.
8.8.
2.8. How about number 3?
3.
1.92.
3. Okay, so if you're going to
2.2. Then you get up to 3. 2.
Sophia. Okay, children, so if you're going to arrange this one in ascending order, how are you going to arrange it? Anybody?
2.8.
Okay, what would be the first one? 2 point?
2.8.
What would be the first one?
2.
2. What would be the next?
2.8.
Okay, and then the next?
3.
3. Okay, but then if you're going to write this one in ascending order, what are you going to do? What would be the first one? Descending order.
1.
Descending. The first one is in the ascending, and then the second one would be the descending. Always.
3.
3. Next. What would be the next?
2.8. 2.8.
And then the last one, children? 2. Okay, so we're just going to forward it. Okay, so here we go. So 2.0. Okay, or you just say 2. Okay, and then 2.8, 3.0, 3.0, 2.8, 2.0. Okay, so children, we're just going to move on. How about this one? Okay, so we have here an activity. You're going to arrange the decimals in descending order. Okay, for number 1. Descending order, children. Descending order means from highest to lowest. Okay, ascending order from lowest to highest. Okay, so for number 1, what would be the first?
87.1.
87.1. And the next?
30.5.
And then the next one?
11.2.
11.2. And then the last one, children?
0.9.
0.9. Okay, so how about number 2?
101.2.
Then what would be the next?
90.8.
And then the next one?
38.6.
And then the last one, children?
7.1.
Great job. How about number 3?
87.1.
Okay, what would be the next?
4.
Okay, and the next?
1.2.
And then the next?
0.2.
Okay, so we're going to move on with ascending order. For number 1, what would be the first one?
7.1.
7.1. The next?
11.2.
Great job. The next one?
23.5.
Okay, and the last one?
45.9.
Okay, now we're going to the next, number 2. What would be the first? 7.1. Okay, and then the next?
9.7.
Okay, and then the next?
308.6.
Okay, and the last one.
401.2.
Great job. And then the number 3. The last number, children.
12.2.
12.2. Next.
60.2.
Okay, 60.2. And then the next.
87.1.
87 point. And then the last one.
650.5.
Okay. 650.5. Okay, so did you all understand? Can you follow, all of you children?
Yes.
Yes, great job. Anybody who cannot understand, raise your hand, please. Does anybody who did not understand, raise your hand, please? Everybody understand? You all understand our lesson? Okay, because it says easy. Okay, now we're going to move on, children. Okay, so just a moment, please. So we are here. What is your your homework yesterday was on page 124, right? No. Is it on page 124? So moment, no, it's not in 124. Your assignment, your homework yesterday was on page 103 and 104. Right, children? Okay, now we're going to move on. Could you please open your book on page 107? Page 107, children. 107. You do activity. You do activity 1 and 2. Page 106 and 107, okay? 1, 2, and 3, okay, children? And then later on, we're going to have your check. We're going to check your activity in your homework. Can you follow?
Yes.
Okay. Open your book on page 106 and 107. Do activity number 1, number 2, and number 3. Yes, Josh, any problem? You did not understand? Josh? Is there any problem, Josh? Did you not understand? Okay. Okay, you do the activity now, children.
Yes.
Okay. Boom, did you understand? Do activity number 1, number 2, and number 3 on page 100, 106, and 107.
Yes.
Okay.
ใครส่งให้ฉันหน่อยอะไรนะ ใครส่งให้ฉันหน่อยแป๊บนึง
Do the activity 1, 2, 3 on your Math 4B book, page 106 and 7. Okay, there you go. Is there any problem, Yaya? You have any problem?
No.
Okay. Okay, who's finished already, children? Boom. Who else?
Finish.
Okay. Who else? Okay, those who are not yet finished, could you please raise your hand? Those who are not yet finished, raise your hand, please. Focus one. Who else? Yeah. Okay. Take your time, children. We still have a lot of time. No worries. No problem. So we're going to check your activity and homework today. So let me see. We're going to use PowerPoint, children. Uh-oh. It's very cold today, right?
Yeah.
Cold, so cold.
I like it cold.
Hmm?
I like it cold.
Yes. Much better when it rather than very hot. So very winter. Winter is coming.
Christmas is coming.
Yay, Christmas is coming. But I can only feel it a little. Not unlike. Okay, so we have here page 103 and 104. Okay. Okay, it's okay, Ang Pao. So we're going to check page 103. 103 activity. That's activity. Activity 1. So we have to wait for those who are not yet finished, okay, children? Tonka is finished. It's okay. We have to wait for the others. Take your time, children. For those who are not yet finished, take your time. Okay. Who are not yet finished? Children? Those who are not yet finished, raise your hand, please, so that we know. Everybody finished? That's good. Okay, now we're going to check your assignment first and then assignment homework. And then going to proceed with your activity later on. Okay. So open your book on page 103, children. Does everybody of you, did you make your assignment? Did you make your assignment? Yes or no? Your homework?
Yeah.
Yes, good. Great. Okay. So open your book on page 103. Point number one we have here. Point number one, we have here 0.3 and 0.4. Okay, so we have here 0.3 and 0.4. Okay, so what are you going to use? Greater than or less than? You're just going to use greater than and less than.
Less than.
Less than. Okay, so 0.3 is less than 0.4. How about number two? Number two. Why number one? Number two. Okay. So you check your own, children. Okay, how about number two? We have to do it. Okay, 0.6 and 0.5. Less than or greater than?
Greater than.
Greater than. Great job. Okay, how about number three? Number three, 0.9 and 0.1. Greater than or less than?
Greater
And
than.
greater than. How about number four? How about number four? 1.2 and 1.4.
Greater than.
1.2 and 1.4.
Less than.
Less than. Less than. How about number five, children? How about number five? Number five, 2.3 and 3.2. Less than or greater than?
Less than.
Less than. Okay, how about number six? We have here number six. Just a moment. Number six is 6.5 and 5.5. Less than or greater than?
Greater than.
Greater than. Okay. Who of you got the perfect score? Who of you got the perfect score? Focus one. Who else? Sophia. Just a moment. Focus one, Sophia. Focus one, Sophia, and boom. Great job. Who got 5 points? Who got 5 points? Children. Who got 5 points? Who is this in Thai? Is this Kao Hom?
Yes.
Kao Hom. Kao Hom. Yaya. Just a moment. August, Noda, Yaya, Kao Hom, Nung Lak. 5 points. Nung Lak, Nia, Wari, Tilek, Femi. They got 5. Okay. How about who got 4? Children. 4. 4. Lower your hands. Those who are then Nuda, 4. Nuda, 4. And Focus 3. 4 points. Okay. Next. How about 3 points? Who got 3 points? Lower your hand, Nuda, please. 3 points. Who got 3 points? Who got 3 points? Children. Nuda, lower your hands, please. Okay. Who got 2 points? 2 points. 2 points. 2 points. 1 point. Those who did not raise their hand, maybe you got 0. Am I right? Maybe you got 0. You are not participating in my class.
Teacher, in the
Yes.
chat box.
Yes, I can see it. Okay. Now, so many children, I have to check first your attendance. Who's here already? Okay, today is November 30. November 30. Just a moment, children. A moment, please. 37. So 30. Okay. So we're going to move on with page 104, children. We're going to move on with page 104, activity number 2. Okay. So if we're going to have activity number 2. So here we go. Activity number 2. I was just thinking this one. Okay. We have here activity number 2. Okay. We're going to have page 104. Okay, number 1. We're going to move on with activity number 2, page 104. Number 1, 0.5 is blank to 0.8. Less than or greater than, children? 0.5 is blank to 0.8. Activity number 2. Huh?
Less than.
Okay, just a moment. Activity 2. Okay, so for number 1, it is less than. How about number 2, children? Number 2, 1.9 blank 5.7. Greater than or less than?
Less than.
Less than. Uh-oh, where is it? That one. Less than. Uh-oh. Less than. Okay, how about number 3? Number 3, children, 4.7 blank 7.4. Less than or greater than? Less than. Okay, number 4. How about number 4? Number 4 is 10.0 and 10.8. Less than or greater than?
Less than.
Less than. Okay, how about number 5? For number 5, we have 12.1 blank 9.1. 9.1, less than or greater than?
Greater than.
Greater than. Okay, for number 6, we have number 6, 6.3 blank 3.6. Less than or greater than? Greater than. Okay, greater than. 6.3 is greater than 3.6. Okay, how about number 7? Number 7 is 30.0 blank 30.6. Less than or greater than?
Less than.
Less than. Does it appear on your screen, children? The less than? Okay. For number 8, children, 51.4 blank 54.1. Less than or greater than?
Greater than.
Huh?
Greater than.
Who said greater than?
Under.
Who said less than? Okay, so it would be less than. Uh-oh. Okay, now here we go. For number 9, we have here number 9. Number 9, we have 49.6 and 40.6. Less than or greater than?
Greater
than. Okay, greater than. How about number 10? We have 83.7 and 83.9.
Less than.
Number 10 is less than, children. Number 10 is less than. Okay. Who got 10 points? Yaya, Focus 1, Boom, Sophia, Donut, Tonkao. Who's this? In Thai name? Rada, Winning, Femi, Nua, Tilek, Nuda, Kauhom, Focus 3, Fuse, and Andy. Great job for those who got 10 points. You do understand. Next. Who got 9 points, children? Who got 9 points? Lower your hands. 9 points. Winning in August. Winning in August, 9 points. Okay, you did a great job. How about 8 points, children? Lower your hand, August. How about 8 children? 8 points. 8 points. 7 points. 7. 7. 6 points. Ang Pao got 6 points. Okay. Please you pass. Okay. How about 5 points? Who got 5 points? Children. 5 points. 5 points. 4. 4 points. 3 points. 2 points. 1 point. What's that? Mini 10 points. Ang Pao 6 points. Focus 2 6 points. Shem 6 points. Okay. Now children, we're going to move on. I will be the one to take the 4 and 5 of you. Okay, so we're going to move on with activity 1 on page 106. Activity 1 on page 106. Let's see. Okay, activity 1. (106). Okay, so you're going to arrange in ascending order. So if you're going to arrange them in ascending order, so we have here decimals 1.5, 0.8, and 2.1. If you're going to arrange them in ascending order, what would be the first?